Hello and welcome back. After a break, we are still with Cine Speak. KGF is the most anticipated film of Kannada cinema this year. Not just Kannada cinema, I think it is one of the most anticipated films of Indian cinema this year. And with its ongoing mania and craze, the film is growing bigger as every day passes. As per the reports from overseasrights.com, KGF has been sold for a whooping price of 1.5 crores for North American territory. The overseas business web portal also claims the expected break-even business of $650,000 in USA for Yash's starrer magnum opus is possible. It is also to be noted that KGF is the only Kannada film to be sold with such a heavy price tag in overseas market. Earlier, Rangitaranga was the highest grosser in overseas territory, which collected a magnificent figure of $400,000. KGF is distributed by Weekend Cinema in USA and in Canada territory. The film is directed by Prashanth Neel and produced by Vijay Kiragandur of Hombale films. KGF is all set to release this 21st December in Kannada, Hindi, Telugu, Tamil and Malayalam. But the whole deal is that KGF is not just about numbers. How much is it getting distributed for, or what kind of business it does, that becomes quite secondary at this point of time. That is a question that only comes after the film is released and public has seen it. But the bottom line remains that in its significance, in its buzz, it is almost as good as, if not better, than what Zero is doing right now. People are talking more about KGF than about Zero. And that, according to me, is in itself a great achievement. Yash, in one of the interviews, said that his primary reason for going for KGF was because he was sick and tired of people saying that Kannada industry is a small industry. Kannada industry was never a small industry. Kannada industry was an industry that was absolutely at the top of its game way back in 70s and 80s. Movies which were made in Kannada were remade all across India. The level of writing, the level of direction, the level of technology, the level of almost in every single department, Kannada cinema used to be absolutely the front runner in all of India. But somehow or the other, that went through a phase in the 1990s onwards, where Kannada cinema couldn't actually keep up with the rest of the nation. For reasons which I have not been able to understand, because it still had the same technicians, it still had the same actors, but somehow or the other, I think the Kannada people, the Kannadigas, started demanding more from their industry, and the industry eventually collapsed. But it has seen a resurgence over the last 5-7 years. Kannada cinema is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And not just that, it is again getting the former glory. At one point of time, I could tell you, Kannada cinema was second only to Malayalam cinema when it came down to the seriousness of content. It was second only to Tamil cinema when it came down to style. It was second only to Bollywood when it came down to technology. So Kannada cinema was an amazing place to be at. But that history, that glory was lost, and pictures that have been releasing of late are bringing that old glory back. Yash perhaps is one of the leaders today when it comes down to Kannadiga pride. And I think all of nation should stand up and salute the Kannada film industry, the people of Kannada, for making such a movie. It's a movie that even by looking at the trailer, you feel amazed. And if you cannot appreciate the good work that has come out of the great state of Kannada, absolutely, it's disgraceful. One should not look at this movie as just a Kannada movie. It is obviously a movie that has originated in Kannada. It's a movie that's by Kannadigas, but it's a movie that's for the whole of nation. It's a gift from the Kannada film industry to the whole of India. Let's thank them for this gift. Go and watch this movie in your own language. because the chances are it is releasing in your own language, or at least in one language that you can speak and understand well. So, all the best to Team KGF, to the state of Karnataka, and I hope that this movie is not only able to get its money back, but it's able to create history on the box office by becoming a major grosser. The recent success of 2.0 has proved that there is nothing called South cinema and North cinema anymore. If the movie's content is good, it will do good irrespective of where it is released. And KGF's content looks good. I'll bring you more about KGF as time goes by. But for right now, I'm Anupam. You're watching Today's, and don't go anywhere because I'll be right back after a very short break. Thank you.